Hey guys, Trainer DC here, coming at you with another video. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, as of the recording of this video, and the Pokemon Company put out a brand new promotional video for Pokemon Winds and Waves. This was rather surprising to me to see because we know from various different leakers that we're apparently not getting any more Winds and Waves trailers for this year. We're not going to hear anything else about the game until 2027. So the fact that there's a promotional video out there today is a little bit scratching to me. Now, when I say promotional video, it has nothing to do with gameplay or anything like that. Essentially what it is just the orchestra playing the main theme of Pokemon Winds and Waves, the same theme that you hear in the trailer that we got on Pokemon Day, and I'm really scratching my head at why exactly they put this out. So hear me out on this one. So first and foremost, companies putting out trailers like this or just promotional videos like this playing a theme is nothing new, right? It's a nice way to promote the new game that's coming out, promote your new show, whatever the case may be. But the thing I'm having a problem with here is I find this video to be rather tone deaf from the Pokemon Company, because it's just like, you guys are putting out a trailer or a promotional video, I should say, that literally the first line of it says Pokemon Winds and Waves with the logo for the game, and they know, they're not stupid, they know that everyone is waiting for the next trailer, the next batch of information for the game. So you put out a random trailer or random promotional video for Pokemon Winds and Waves that has nothing to do with the game itself, no gameplay, nothing like that, when apparently internally you're not planning on releasing any new information for this game until next year. I just find this to be so tone deaf, because for Pokemon Legends ZA, for example, right, we had a similar situation where the game was announced a year before we got the next trailer. They didn't talk about the game at all for the rest of 2024, but the fact of the matter is here that you guys are putting out this promotional video for Pokemon Winds and Waves when you very well know that you're not going to release another trailer for the rest of this year, to me is so tone deaf, because it's like, you know, everyone wants to see more of this game. Like, everyone is sitting here waiting to see more of this game. There was a lot of disappointment out there when it was announced that this game isn't coming until 2027. There was also some relief because some people are happy you're taking more time to develop it, but nevertheless, you know, everyone wants to see more of this game. And apparently your marketing cycle, apparently your marketing plan is saying that, hey, we're not going to show any more information for this year. So you put out this random video with the orchestra playing the main theme for Winds and Waves a whopping 3 months after the initial reveal, which is just a very random time to do it, when we're not getting another trailer for the remainder of the year. It just is so mind-boggling to me how tone deaf this company can be when they could literally just put out a random trailer today going over anything else, like a random new Pokemon instead, but no, we're getting the orchestra for it. I will say, regarding the fact that we're not getting another trailer for the rest of this year, part of me does question the validity of that report, and the reason I say that is not because I don't trust the people who put it out there. Like, I'm very torn on it, because I trust the people who put it out there. They're credible sources. You have Riddler Koo, you have Ball Guy, you have the guy who leaked the starters for Pokemon Day this year, and obviously Central corroborating that leak or putting it out there from that person. And I get that there's multiple leakers who are credible within the community who are corroborating the same thing, which therefore most likely means that this is true, this is real, we're not getting another trailer for this year. But in the back of my mind, I can't help but wonder if that is false, if that's not going to happen, because it just seems mind-boggling to me that you would not have a trailer for this game for the remainder of this year. Like, when we first got the trailer on Pokemon Day for Pokemon Winds and Waves not coming till 2027, immediately I thought, okay, this game is coming at the fall of 2027, right? That's the first thing that popped into my head. After talking to Dom on my live stream and talking to other people as well, I was like, okay, you know what? You guys are right. We did get gameplay for this game. It's probably going to be an early 2027 release, maybe the first half of the year at the very latest, but we're going to get another trailer regardless this year. And the fact of the matter is here that if they are truly planning to not release another trailer for this year, I just feel like you guys just are even more lost than I thought in terms of marketing your games. Because I've said in multiple videos at this point, I've been saying this for years to friends behind the scenes personally, that I feel like the Pokemon Company's marketing is horrendous, right? I know the games sell like hotcakes. That's the main argument against this. It's like, well, they're selling great anyway, so what do you mean their marketing's bad? Clearly they're doing something right. And just because the games are selling doesn't mean they have good marketing, because Pokemon is a franchise that will have people there day one in droves regardless of what you're releasing and how much you market the game. There are certain franchises that this applies to, like Call of Duty, I would say, is definitely a franchise like this. No matter what marketing or lack thereof you have for the next Call of Duty, people will be there day one in droves to pick up that game, and Pokemon has the same rule applied to it, right? Regardless of what the game is, regardless of the marketing or lack thereof, people will be there day one. The problem that I have is I would argue that if you actually properly marketed your titles like you did back with X and Y, with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, even with Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, if you properly marketed your games, you'd probably see an extra 3 to 5 million units sold per game. That's just a matter of fact here. I mean, it could be more, it could be less, but you're gonna see more people buy your game if you tried a little harder to market it. And I feel like they're getting so cocky to the point that they feel like, oh yeah, we can announce Pokemon Winds and Waves and not talk about it for an entire year, and then we'll have maybe like 5 or 6 trailers before the fall 2027 release, and we'll call it a day. Like, that to me is so cocky for a franchise like this. And I will say, most games don't have a huge amount of trailers prior to release, but Pokemon is a different animal in that I feel like having more trailers actually helps this franchise a lot and really propels these games forward, because they're in a unique situation where literally a trailer for their game could be showing 3 new creatures that are going to appear out of the 120 we're going to get, and it really doesn't do all that much to spoil the game itself, but it gives you enough to be excited for it and get people talking about it to then promote the game even further, driving in more sales. They're in a unique situation with that, and again, I feel like they did such a great job with their marketing during Generation 6 and Generation 7, and it really has been on a downward spiral since Gen 8, and Generation 9's marketing was quite frankly non-existent, especially for Legends EA, and I just don't want to see the same situation happen again for Winds and Waves. Like, you could feasibly have a trailer every month, or maybe if you don't want to do every month, every other month from Pokemon Day of this year to the game's release next fall. Like, there's that much that will be in this game for them to show off to us that they don't have to hold back and not show us anything for the rest of the year. Like, literally all you could do is come out with a trailer tomorrow showing the cover legendaries and the map of the game, and people would be happy. Like, you don't have to do all that much to market this game, and for whatever reason, they just choose to do nothing. Like, it's a very different situation if this game was coming out this fall, right? Because I would argue then, okay, if it's coming out this fall, you need to market a lot more than just the cover legendaries and the map. But you could give us little breadcrumbs from here to the remainder of this year, to December of this year, just to whet our appetite for this game and just to keep it in our minds and keep people talking about it before you go full-fledged with your marketing next year. You go headfirst into your marketing cycle. But instead, they're choosing, supposedly, according to reports, to do nothing. And I just can't understand that. And I can't understand that if your plan is to do nothing for the remainder of this year, why on earth are you showing a promotional video for this game that's just the orchestra playing the main theme? Like, I can't fathom what you're thinking here if you're indeed not going to talk about this game again until 2027. Again, if those reports are true, because I still kind of question the validity of it, because I just can't picture them doing that. It just doesn't make any logical sense to me. But at the same time, the Pokemon Company and Nintendo like to do illogical things all the time, so it wouldn't surprise me either. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about the fact that on Wednesday, May 13th, the Pokemon Company just randomly dropped an orchestra video of them playing the main theme? Do you also find it rather odd from a timing standpoint as to why they're dropping this 3 months after the initial trailer when we're supposedly not getting another trailer this year? Or are you excited to just see them mention that Pokemon Winds and Waves exists, because they've pretty much forgotten about it since the initial announcement back on Pokemon Day? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from Trainer DC. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.